Anyway, welcome to today's episode of the D&N Show. Finally, we have both co-hosts today. D-Nag and...
Natsu.
Goddamn.
Oh, my bad. Mr. Natsu.
Mr. Natsu.
Keep forgetting my fucking rebrand.
Yes. Anyway, so I made earlier, before Sunday football, I made a couple of picks. I made my picks throughout to see who was going to win. Let me see. I have it all right here. So I'm going to go over those picks so far, and then next week, us both will be making picks.
Yes.
To determine who's going to win.
Chiefs.
And we'll see what happens. So first I had the Commanders versus the Falcons. Now I had the Falcons winning this game, but surprisingly the Commanders won.
Oh wow.
It was I think it was the Commanders looked really really good that game, I guess. So yeah, so I lost that one already. Now the Vikings and the Bears, I had the Vikings winning that one, which is another point. Now I'm 1-1. Yeah, I just didn't think that the Bears were gonna do good against the Vikings, especially since the Vikings needed the win, and the Bears are just not a good team this year. So I had the Vikings winning, and luckily they won, which is good for Kirk Cousins because that's about it. The next, we have the Seahawks and the Bengals. Now, I had the Bengals winning, unfortunately, obviously, because I'm a Pittsburgh fan. But I just didn't think they had it against the Seahawks, even though the Seahawks had a better record than they did going into this game. The Seahawks were 3-1, and the Bengals were 2-3.
Oh, wow.
But,
3-3.
Yeah, now they're 3-3. But, unfortunately, I had the Bengals winning, and they did win. Next, I had the Panthers and the Dolphins, which, obviously... I picked the Panthers. No, I'm just kidding. I had the Dolphins winning this game. You can see it right there. I had the Dolphins winning. See?
So you had the Dolphins winning, sir. Is that true?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's true. The Dolphins were winning, obviously, because the Dolphins are just look really good most of their games this year, and the Panthers are 0-6. One of their worst starts to a season since I think 2002. I think that said.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, especially when you got a rookie quarterback coming in, and it sucks to see, but unfortunately they're just not a good team.
Yeah.
Next you have the Saints and the Texans. Now I thought the Saints were going to win this game. Honestly, I thought they were going to win this game, considering I thought they were a better team than the Texans, but I guess not. And the Saints just threw up a crap game, and they lost. What?
We'll discuss that.
Anyway, now the Colts versus the Jags is up next, and I had the Jaguars winning against the Colts, and indeed they won. Usually, I think when they had 2 straight games in London the last couple weeks, and anybody else who came into London, they got beat and sent right back home.
Yep.
And so yeah, especially like the Falcons, the Falcons and the Jags, the first week of the London games. Yeah. The Falcons flew over, and they lost, and then went right back home. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, so the Jags won. I just don't think the Colts have it this year, especially with their quarterback issues they've had. I think they have 2 or 3 quarterbacks that have gotten injured. Now they have Minshew Magic or Gardner Minshew out there, and yeah, just unfortunately he couldn't get his Minshew Magic to work today and couldn't get it done.
I've lost my mojo, darling.
Yes. Now, the 49ers and the Browns. Now, this one was surprising. Obviously, I had the 49ers winning this game because I didn't think the Browns were going to, especially with Deshaun Watson out, I didn't think the Browns were going to be a threat to them. I thought they were going to continue to be undefeated this year. But Brock Purdy ended up being really bad in the second half. I guess he only threw up, I think, 21 or 40 yards of offense in the whole second half.
Jesus.
And yeah, he brought their team down the field, down by 2, and then got them within field goal range on the final play of the game, and his kicker couldn't get it done.
It's always the kicker.
And he Blair Walshed it, except he went right instead of left. So
I'm gonna go right.
Sorry, Vikings fans, for bringing that up again. I'm sorry. Yeah, so he Blair Walshed it. He missed the field goal, and they lost. So yeah, so the Browns won today, which I didn't want to see that, but it happens.
I bet they didn't get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I keep all my dad jokes in a database.
Excuse me one moment. Anyway. So the next we had the Patriots and the Raiders. Now, I had the Raiders winning this game. And I just didn't think with the Patriots just aren't a good team this year. I mean, it's unfortunate to see, especially with Mac Jones, just is not a good quarterback. I think Bill Belichick is. I think he's on his way out as head coach. Because I would say if I was the owner for the Patriots, I would tell Bill Belichick, you're not making the personnel decisions anymore.
Nope.
Because he's shown now this year that it was indeed Bill Belichick that needed Brady more than Brady needed Belichick.
Oof.
So it's starting to look that way. I mean, it's unfortunate, but
has been revoked.
yes, it has. Next up, I had the Lions and the Buccaneers. Now the Buccaneers did lose, so the Lions did win, which is surprising. Which the Lions are in rare air this year. They have three. I think going into today, they had a 2-game lead against their division rivals.
Wow.
I mean, they're against the other three other prospective teams in their division, the NFC North. So they still run the NFC North, which is really surprising this year because they are a good team. They are a very good team this year, which I thought, like I said, beginning of the season, if you remember, I said I think the Lions are going to be a good team, but I think they're a couple pieces away from being a good team. But was I wrong? Because they're doing pretty good yet still. Now this one caught me off guard too. It was the Eagles versus the Jets. But I guess at the end of the first half, the Eagles were up pretty far, and then the Jets made a really big comeback and beat the Eagles. Which I had the Eagles winning this game. I really thought it was the same thing, that the Jets just weren't a threat to the Eagles, especially with how good the Eagles have been playing. I just didn't think there was anything worth it, but I guess the Jets won. So Zach Wilson, good job. You were another one of the quarterbacks that beat the undefeated people. So
You get the good old Chuck Norris thumbs up.
Anyway, next coming up, we have the Cardinals and the Rams. Now the Cardinals, Joshua Dobbs has been a good quarterback for them so far. I think Kyler Murray is done after this season as a Cardinal. This is unfortunate to see, but it happens. So I had the Rams winning this game, and indeed they did win.
I was going to say, I do remember seeing something about there was a headbutt at one of these games.
Yeah, I think it was the Lions game.
Yeah, 'cause someone headbutted someone
And got thrown out.
Yep.
No, it was the Ravens game this morning.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that now. I was watching that this morning. I didn't end up getting my pick in for the Ravens and for the Ravens game today, but I did. Yeah, I guess one of the defenders for the Ravens, he ran his head and head first into the receiver, and he got ejected.
That, and I could have sworn there was another actual headbutt where the guy walked up to the other guy and they were talking back and forth, and then
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, something about Burns was walking up. I saw a comment saying, "Oh, he got scared because Burns was walking up, so he took the fall."
It must have been the Browns game.
I'm not sure.
But as of right now, on Sunday Night Football, the Giants versus the Bills, I have the Bills winning this game. However, they are not looking good. Neither team is looking very good. It's kind of a battle of the dog turds, if you will.
Yeah.
I've been watching the game so far, and it is not good.
Shit show.
Very bad. Only 3 points.
Ooh.
Only 3 points by the Giants. So far they're losing, but hopefully the Bills can figure it out and win. Monday Night Football, however, I have the Cowboys and the Chargers. Now, this may surprise some people, but I have the Chargers winning this game.
I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay.
Only because I've never liked the Cowboys.
Okay.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah. And especially when the Chargers won their game going into Week 4. They won their game against the Cardinals pretty convincingly, 34-20. Then they had a bye week last week. So coming out of the bye week, I think they're going to be pretty good compared to the Cowboys, who got the proverbial ass kicking.
They went to the rodeo as the bull rider and ended up being the clown.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They got their asses handed to them against the 49ers, so I think they're going to be, and I think they're going to be reeling this week, and I think they're going to lose to the Chargers. Now, as long as the Chargers defense can, not let the offense of the other team put up 40 points, because that's been their problem, that their offense had put up points, but their defense just can't get it done. So I do think the Chargers are going to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
And so ultimately, so far as of right now, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 3. So we'll see what the final record is when we come back on next Sunday, and then we'll make our picks again.
Chiefs. Oh, yes, I wanted to add something for all the people that are kind of bitching every time their team gets beat by the fucking Chiefs.
You mean by the Swifties at this point?
No, I do not claim that. We do not talk like that.
Yes.
Because I saw some Facebook drama. I'm not going to lie, I didn't partake in it, but I saw it.
It's not.
And it's very fucking ignorant.
Oh, that people are complaining that
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's at the games?
No, it's not even that.
Really?
It's the fact that everyone... So, let's be honest here. Throughout the years of the NFL, there's always been a team that has always been, oh, they're in the pocket. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And so when the Vikings got fucking slaughtered by my team, I saw like 5 different people fucking post on Facebook sitting there going, oh, they're in the pocket. When's the wedding? When's this? It's like, or your team could just get fucking better.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
I have been seeing that too, where a lot of people have been claiming that the Chiefs are getting bailed out.
That, and I'm over here going, plus it's, at the end of the day, it's entertainment and it's sports. Put 2 and 2 together. It's rigged.
Scripted, but yeah.
It's rigged.
A lot of people have conspiracy theories that it's rigged.
Oh, yeah. I'm one of those people. I believe it's rigged.
You know, sometimes you believe, but then today I don't think they the NFL saw it in their best interest to have both the 49ers and the Eagles lose today.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get days like this where the underdogs, pretty much all the underdogs
It's kind of like a wrestling pay-per-view. And, underdogs kind of win, so everyone calms the fuck down. And then
next week, the Eagles and the 49ers are going to come
they just
out.
get raw dogged.
Yeah. They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out next week and put some heads on pikes and be like, "Ah!"
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be the whole acknowledge me crap. Yeah. And then D&N versus
poor child.
Oh my god!
I guess
I love how Logan came out though, just pummeling this man.
Yeah,
and all he did was, I'm gonna lay on my back because this is a boxing match, but I'm a jiu-jitsu martial artist. Dude, you're in a boxing match. You have been talking shit for months.
Well, I guess when he did that, when he laid on his back and split his legs, he was trying to, I guess I saw something, he was trying to mock his, Logan's fiance during that.
Yeah, did you see his face afterwards? Just fucking, I can't see. Man missed the fucking air when he threw that. He went like this. You are trained by McGregor. And yet somehow, when you throw the punch that you're the most angry about, you throw it like a little girl. And yes, Dylan, if you ever see this and you ever feel like you want to fight me, I will sign the contract. I will train, and I will demolish you in front of your trainee Conor McGregor. And I'll sip some of his whiskey after the fight.
Pinkies up. Yeah, I guess didn't it end in like a disqualification because of that? Because he took him for a headlock and tried to bring him down.
I mean,
and then he tried to fight like 12 security guards.
Yeah, so here's what I saw. He went for the headlock.
Yep.
Logan pushed him off and went boom. And that's when he got all angry finally and decided to actually throw a punch and missed everything in sight. Even the atoms that make up the air we breathe.
Damn.
So, honestly, I'm with Logang on this one.
And I guess in that same aspect, KSI lost.
Yeah.
To Tommy Fury. I guess a lot of people are saying he got he got screwed.
And honestly, I I didn't watch the fight, obviously, because I
No.
was at work, but
Busy.
I've looked at the stats, I've looked at the highlights, all that stuff. Even the owner of, I can't even pronounce the company that put on the match card, but even the owner said he got robbed. So I'm saying, let's run it back. If Tommy Fury's a humble
I
dude,
guess
like he says
I
he
guess
is,
KSI
then
was
let's-
really upset that he got robbed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was pissed that he lost.
And I mean, he said it best. I get it. You know, you're the actual boxer, and I'm just a YouTuber, so I'm supposed to lose.
But I guess
KSI
from what I heard, he
pissed.
was landing like the most clean shots and
Mhm.
everything. Like, he was doing pretty good.
Well, that, and I mean, again with the Logan versus Dylan fight, if it would have been DQ'd, Logan still would have won. He landed over 82 plus punches on Dylan. Dylan ran around the ring like a dumbass the entire time.
Yeah, I guess that's what I saw too. Like,
So-
he was naughty. He was clowning him the entire time.
It's like, dude, you talk all this crap. You
And I
harass
guess
his fiance.
during the match too, he went for like a double leg takedown,
Yeah.
like faked him
and
out
he,
and tried to be
failed
stupid.
at that too.
Yeah.
Logan just went.
Yeah.
Just-
So you clown somebody like that, then you get laughed at.
and now he's the biggest idiot in the world right now.
Mhm.
He embarrassed himself.
I mean, you give credit to Dylan. He showed up for the fight. I didn't think he would.
He showed up.
I didn't think he would. I didn't think he'd show up.
Here's the thing. He showed up, but he didn't show up.
He didn't show up. No, he was physically there, but
Yeah.
that was it. Which, I mean, give him credit for physically being there.
But he took his ass whooping.
He took his ass whooping like
Just-
man.
I mean, you harass a man's fiance for months, and
Well,
you
you're
think
gonna get beat.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna get
I
your
saw
ass
him.
beat.
I saw the power in those fucking punches.
He was trying to knock his head off of his shoulders.
Logan probably just wanted him to stay up a little bit, you know.
He probably, I'm sure, like, even like the first round, I guess, it looked like he was trying to knock his head off of his shoulders, and that's what he said.
would
He
be.
wanted to go for first round decapitation.
Well, that and fucking the
Some
press
of the stuff-
conference before.
Some of the stuff that I had seen
Like-
that he was clowning about with his wife, fiance on Instagram was really bad,
I would've
really
killed him.
uncalled for. Yeah, I just said, screw the fight. You meet me on, you meet me on the streets right now. Like,
I'm
just
sorry.
screw the boxing gloves. I'll go bare knuckle.
And I get it. I wasn't in jiu-jitsu that long to become anything other than a white belt, but I've been through so much fucking training in the MMA world that Dylan Danis is the biggest shit stain on the jiu-jitsu community to ever live right now.
Yeah.
Because you are showing no fucking honor. You are showing no self-respect by doing the things you are doing, and you are putting a bad image out for every jiu-jitsu artist before you, and Connor should be fucking ashamed of himself for training someone like that and letting that happen. Connor should
Agreed.
be pissed and should be whooping Dylan's ass after what he fucking did, instead of going, oh, you did good. No, Connor, you're a washed-up little bitch who needs to get back in the octagon and prove yourself if you're going to sit here and do this. Because we all know he's got the gab. I'm not saying he's trash. I'm saying he's washed up. He's been there, done that. I want to see the Irish King come back and fucking rule with an iron fist like he used to, instead of being an internet little pussy. And I'll say that to his face.
I agree. I think it's bad. It is a bad image for fighting.
So
It
yeah,
really is.
when I say I'll fight Dylan right now, I will. Because that's how much he pissed me off. As someone who was trained in that freaking little whatever, that pisses me off.
Indeed. Indeed it does. Like, it really does put a bad image out there. Like people say that Logan Paul and Jake Paul put a bad image out for boxing, but that was worse. Like, I would take what Jake Paul and Logan Paul do over what he did, because at least they train and they back it up. Like, somebody comes in the ring, they beat him.
And I'm not saying Dylan's a bad jiu-jitsu artist,
Oh,
but he's
no.
acting like a complete idiot.
Yeah. He's acting like that's the first time he's ever seen TV.
And it's like, just because you know what you're doing in jiu-jitsu or boxing or whatever.
You signed up for a boxing match.
Exactly.
Box.
It's like, did we see Conor McGregor go for a takedown when he fought Floyd?
No. He lasted pretty well against the best boxer to ever step into the fucking squared ring. You went fucking round for round with him. I mean, obviously, Floyd Mayweather was just a better conditioned, a better boxer with those weighted gloves. Like, credit to Connor for doing that. Like, he went out in the boxing ring and he stood his ground, and he lasted quite a while for that, I guess.
But it's like,
But
honestly,
it's like something like that where you like have somebody like that and he just clowns the entire time, and just to do that crap, it looks bad.
It angers me as, because I have friends that have trained in boxing. I have family that have trained in boxing. I have family that have trained in martial arts. I am a person that has trained in martial arts. It pisses me off. Mm-hmm. It makes me want to run Dylan into the ground. Mm-hmm. Especially because he's sitting there on his back, ready to fucking take it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I want to see him get his shit rocked. And I hope Connor puts him in his fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
Like he needs to.
I would tell him to shut his ass up as soon as he got in the locker room. Like, I clowned him the entire time. I was like, boy, you don't shut up. I'll beat your ass right now.
Because right now, Connor's the one training him, right? It's showing that Connor can't control his fucking students.
He probably can't even control himself at this point.
No,
he's an egotistical asshole.
Mm-hmm. He's not the Connor that I used to look up to.
And the moment he threw that chair through that bus out. Yeah, when he threw that whatever he did, threw that bus out on the front parking ramp. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I mean,
that's all. You lost my respect at that point when you throw it at people. Now, granted, we don't know the full story.
As a fighter, like I'm talking Connor, as a fighter, I will respect him.
You have to carry yourself with a certain respect. Mm-hmm. Like that's just ruining your image there. Mm-hmm. But I guess people can talk of what they want, right. But you have to self-respect.
You're selling the fight, right?
Yeah.
How many fighters do you see nowadays selling the fight? Not, this guy's fiance did this and did that.
Yeah, they sell the fight.
You sell the fight. You go. You don't. That's my opponent. I'm gonna do this, 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 and this.
Yeah, you don't sit there and clown. Family. Oh no.
And Connor should know that.
Yeah.
I'd be in that Dylan's.
I'd have took the gloves off halfway through the match and then just started pounding into him at that point. Like, screw that. Mm-hmm. You talk about my fiance, I'm going to prison at that point. Especially the stuff that he said about it.
Yeah.
I'd have surprised that he agreed to just full-weighted boxing gloves. I'd be like, dude, you put some MMA gloves on right now. I'll beat you right now in this ring.
And it's just like,
honestly, I'd have gone for the lighter gloves. Could you imagine Logan Paul's punch with MMA gloves on? He'd had every one of the dude's teeth laying on the ground. He probably would have counted them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, boxing, you're only using your fists.
Yeah, you're using weighted gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Those gloves are a lot heavier than UFC gloves. But could you imagine Logan fighting with UFC gloves, like in his boxing matches? Yeah. Could you imagine?
But if you put feet and legs in it, and we've had this conversation before when we were talking. I think
Logan would do really well in the UFC.
Hell, at this point, even Jake would.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just both natural.
Well, Jake Paul signed up to do UFC matches for like what is it? What brand is it?
I know it's
the one smaller brand.
Yeah, it's not Bellator or whatever it is. It's the other one. We figured it out. I think it was us that figured it out last time. I know it's Pro something. It's in one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah. But like he's set up to do UFC matches. I'd like to see him in the ring. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I heard rumors that Connor was going to come back to the octagon. I hope it happens. I'd love to see him prove himself.
But it's kind of like the same Ronda Rousey thing. You lose once, you're not the same. Yeah, but you can't look at that the same.
With Connor, it's different.
Yeah.
We all know behind everything, behind his ego, Connor's a humble dude.
Yeah.
And he knows right from wrong. Right now, he's playing a character.
Yeah.
And I get that. I do. But he needs to talk to Dylan. Because Dylan's taking it way too far.
And especially like now, like I said, with Dylan's thing, that's pretty much the same thing as Ronda's thing. You lose, ain't nobody's going to look at you the same. After Ronda lost the title, that one time, and she tried two matches after that. No, I'm not discrediting Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is one of the baddest women on the planet.
Fuck, I want to fight her.
You can probably tie one of her arms behind her back. She still beat your ass. Mm-hmm. So I'm not discrediting her, but I'm saying you lose that once. It changes your legacy. Mm-hmm. And then to get your nose pounded in after that, 2 matches later, and then just be like, no, I'm done. It changes your legacy and the way people look at you if you step back into that ring. It's like Dylan's fucking situation. He clowned it.
And now he's an embarrassment.
That's it. He's an embarrassment. He steps into the ring with somebody else after that.
They're just going to look at him and laugh. They're just going to make quick work of him.
Yeah.
They're not going to take him seriously. But honestly, if he wants to go the whole troll route, he could use that to his advantage.
Yeah.
The person's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to toy with him, And then he could come out and just lay people out.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to do that.
No.
Timmy, I credit. I originally, before all that stuff, I thought he was constantly calling him out. I thought he was going to back it up. And then when he started doing all the clowning and doing the harassment, like it's straight harassment at that point. Like some of the stuff he put on Instagram is straight harassment.
And what's fucked up?
Straight harassment.
People we know kept liking that shit on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's like,
at that point, I unfollowed it. I clicked like, do not do not put this back on my timeline. Like, I don't want to see that.
I don't support people like that.
Yeah, it's one thing to be like, dude, this guy, I'm gonna whoop this guy, at this specific fight. But it's another thing to clown his fiance the entire time. Then to do that, it's like, you are a disgrace.
I mean, honestly, I hope she wins her lawsuit if it's not settled yet.
But I don't think it is yet. But yeah, she flat out, didn't she? Sue him for
attorneys or something.
They're going to go after him big time. Because that's flat harassment. Like, it's flat out harassment.
If I was Connor, I'd be cutting the ties to him right now. Because if you want to do anything, I get it.
If he gets associated with that, he's done.
But
I can see it. I don't even think the UFC would want anything to do with him at that point. Be like, no, sorry, dude.
The thing, because I watched, I don't know if I finished it or not, but like I said, I respect Connor as a fighter. And like I said, past all this character bullshit, he's a really cool dude. Mm-hmm. He actually gives a shit.
Yeah.
And, he lives and breathes this shit. So if he wants to act and play the asshole, he's going to. But like I said, he does it to an extent. Like, I've never heard Connor bring up somebody's fiance.
No.
There was that one time in the Octagon.
Oh, yeah.
Something about in the DMs, baby, or
Yeah, I think he truly hated that guy, though. Yeah. Like, it's a difference between, like, a fighter's respect and a fighter's, like, animosity compared to just flat hating a dude.
But if I remember right, I think Connor said that because the dude had said something to Connor.
I think, there was some sort of altercation at the end of that match that caused that. But that's a different thing. That's, like, flat hating somebody. Compared to like a fighter's animosity kind of thing. Because you get that even in wrestling. You get like a fighter's animosity, like your rivals things, but that's a whole different thing.
And also, I want everybody to know, quit giving in to fucking Keemstar of Drama Alert. The dude is a fucking clown. He has been for years. Quit doing anything to get that man notoriety. Because he was one of the people that was loving the fact that Dylan was doing all this. From what I saw.
Yeah, no. No, I'm just saying, like, no, like, don't do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Because it's like...
that's bad.
I get the whole purpose behind Drama Alert. I do. He's there for the nitty-gritty and all this and that. He's trying to post stuff.
He does that to piss people off.
Yeah. And he's doing his job. Because it kind of made me look at him and be like, really, dude? You've been doing the same fucking formula since middle school. I get it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it. But it's like when it involves another man's fiance.
That's where you don't mess with that stuff. You just like, I don't associate with that.
And, I know...
That's a line you don't cross, like...
I know he had some stuff from his past pop up of him saying some racial stuff. And I'm sure he got past that, and I'm not fucking bringing it up to the surface and dragging him on that, But it's just, I don't get it. I'm not one of those people that goes, oh, I'm going to promote this guy and say, oh, look what he did. And that's basically what he's doing. I'm not saying, I don't fucking know. This whole fucking, the fight's over. Everything's
Let's
done
get past
with.
it.
Yeah. So.
Hope I never see Dylan Danis in the ring again. Just saying. No. Disgrace.
And if he does, put him against Tyson Fury.
Yes.
Let's see what he does against Gypsy King.
Yeah.
I'll pay to see that one. Oh, I'll just be like, take my money. Yup.
Oh, that's the phone. Hold on.
Like I would love to sit down and just talk with Tyson. That'd be just epic.
On that note, I think we're gonna have to end it here.
Yeah. So
We've said enough.
Next time we will talk about gaming.
Yes.
And I'll be bringing you news about Minecraft and all that stuff, and if you have stuff to... So,
and we're going to make our picks for week 7.
Yep, so we'll do that next episode, and then after the picks, we'll just hop right into it.
Another thing, this coming week, the Thursday game session is going to be moved to Friday because Spider-Man 2 comes out at like midnight on the 19th, so the 20th. So just for this 1 week, the Thursday game video is going to be on Friday because there ain't no way I'm missing Spider-Man 2 video this week.
Actually, your boy might be recording a certain game that I downloaded if I can get it to work and cooperate with my OBS. So if I can do that, I might be uploading something to the channel on that Thursday, so that way they got something for Thursday and they got something for Friday.
You can have Tuesday. I don't have anything for Tuesday.
Okay.
You can take Tuesday and I'll do Friday.
Okay.
This week.
Well, I'm off Tuesday. So. And tomorrow. So.
There you go.
And this weekend.
Yes.
So I'll be...
It's Tuesday. Hopefully you'll see a video from him. Friday, you'll be seeing Spider-Man 2. Finally!
I'm going to tell myself not to watch it. Don't spoil it for me.
Teaser trailer was... amazing.
Why do I tell myself I'm not going to watch it when I know I am?
The teaser trailer?
No, when you upload.
Oh, yeah, you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
Did you see the teaser trailer, though?
Not yet. We'll have to do that after we do this.
Anyway, yes.
We're going to show you a couple things.
Anyway. Yeah, so we're going to end it here, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the D&N Show again. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Don't look at that. Share with your friends. It's just a charger cord. Thank you. Share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope that we get to at least maybe 50 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be great. That would be great. 50 subscribers by the end of the week. Year. I can't speak English today.
We want
now. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.